gotten himself in not good.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. Take a look at the 76ers. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific.
And right now for the 76ers, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Quentin Grimes out there with Maxey. Then it's MP. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for the Grizzlies, the wing pair, it's Caldwell Pope and Wells. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in at the point guard. And by now, we know how much emphasis MP's been putting on his offense. He wants to be the leading scorer every time he takes the court.
And boy, has MP delivered. It's so apparent how much preparation he's done coming into games. He knows all the ways to break down an opposing defense. Anywhere there's a weakness in the D, he'll find it and turn it into points.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Knight and the 76ers tack on 2 more. At this point of the season, you can really start, Richard, to feel teams kicking into gear.
Oh, this is about the time when things seem to get rolling. I know I wasn't necessarily a ready out-the-gate type player. It takes some games to get into your groove. Good D sometimes just isn't enough against Ja Morant.
MP, good.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Back to Morant. Edey with a screen on Maxey. And it's Morant missing. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. A nice shot by Knight.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Pass to Wells. MP against Jackson. And stolen by Drummond. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Uncovered. Again, Philadelphia. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
Drummond with a screen on Jackson, and he gets the bucket. Knight's got 12 in the game.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
Watch the screen. Caldwell Pope outside. And it's Morant missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Whoa, Jackson Jr. using that reach, protecting the rim.
Driving in, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
And another miss by Memphis.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Basket good.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the ball.
To the left side wing. Wells with it. No scoring in this one. Here's Heaney. It's Drummond with the rebound. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 18-6 run. And it's in there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
The Grizzlies trail by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. And here's a look at some numbers for MP.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now here's Morant. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Wells passes to Jackson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Now Knight following Jaren Jackson's three-point attempt. Count that one.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 17-point game. Three-pointer. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And you know what? We've run out of superlatives to describe this club. They've been untouchable. 31 straight wins. Do you hear me? 31. And sometimes it looks like they're not even breaking a sweat.
And while this has been a legendary run, this group seems to have a gift of the collective mentality to know that all of these wins don't matter if they don't bring home the Larry O'Brien trophy when the season is all said and done. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and it's the most physical he's been on the glass this season. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's MP. Bryant. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The 76ers, number 1.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Zach Edey. And it's Ty Jerome in for Caldwell Pope. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Jared McCain's checked in for Quentin Grimes. Here's Knight after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Knight passes to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Jackson. Coming off a 21-point game his last outing.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And here is Clark, following the three-pointer by MP. To the inside, as Drummond with the jam.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
With the step back, here's Morant. Again, the
and that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
MP against Jackson. It's Knight with the drive. Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
The shot's good. MP's got 32 points.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Outside Jackson. Fires for three. It's hauled in by George.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's Knight. Again, Philadelphia.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to Wells. Morant against McCain. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, I see you, Josh, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. And then for Philadelphia, Bona's checked in. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Paul George. There's the pick. MP kicks to Maxey. Back to Knight. To the paint. Oubre outside. Shoots over Aldama. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Nice possession. MP giving him a great look there.
McCain against Morant. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. And yes, it's good. Jackson's got 13.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
MP looking around. Oubre for three. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 21. It's Morant in the corner. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant. 15 points in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. 76ers on top, opening up a huge gap. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And checked in for the 76ers. It's stolen by Edwards. Guard spots filled by Morant and Jerome. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Well, from this 15, 18-foot area, NP showing he can be effective.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Jackson from long range. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Knight's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lets it go. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Out to the right wing. Here's Aldama. Still without a basket. The shot from the low post is good. The 76ers leading by 18. Knight on the wing, guarded by Jackson. And again, MP. Knight's got 43 points.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. And here are the Grizzlies now. There's a screen by Aldama. Clock at 6. From past the arc, Jackson misses.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to McCain. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Jerome. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
MP, that's for 2. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
Pass to Jerome. Here's Jackson. He's guarded by Knight. Fade away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Oubre on the wing. Over Clark. Again, Philadelphia.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Up top, Morant. 9 points in the game so far. And they double up Morant. Aldama finds Clark. Some solid defense from Maxey.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And so here's Memphis. Following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Back to Aldama, and they get it. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Knight's got 8 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 19. Bucket is good. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Jackson's been shooting it with so much confidence. Defense, they can't really slow him down right now.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Steps back. It's stolen by McCain. MP outside. And he lays it straight in. MP's got 53.
You want to get the ball to MP around the hoop. That was a good job there.
Aldama finds Wells. And here's Morant. Back to Wells. Pass to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Into the lane. And Morant throws it down.
You gotta love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
Here's MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Thursday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. Edgecombe, he's checked in for the 76ers.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Edey gets the bucket. Edey's got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
MP outside. George sets a screen for Knight. And there's the drive. Yep, it counts. Knight's got 57 points. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles taking on the Lakers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And stolen by Drummond. Knight with it. He's picked up by Morant. Took him no time at all on that one. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Wells. Here's Aldama. Beyond the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
A nice shot by Knight. MP's got 59 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here's Morant. He's got 11. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. MP outside. To the inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This is how good George is. He can and will make shots going through the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Throw good, Paul George.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Memphis has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Now, here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine here.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Caldwell Pope wishes to Morant. Pass to Edey. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's MP making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Thanks for...
Coaches preach this over and over again, and Shaq knows this well. Take care of the ball, and they internalize that.
Yeah, on the other hand.
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. Master Funkman asks if you could harness the power from one of your former team's nicknames, which would it be?
Well, that's easy for me. The Kings. They have a lot of power, but I'm going to probably go with the Rockets because I could fly.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. They've got MP. Quentin Grimes out there with Maxey. Then it's George. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And that one drops.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And for Memphis, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
Pass to Wells. Memphis moving that ball around. Now here's Morant for 3. It's hauled in by MP. Knight's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Philadelphia's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. From 17 feet out, and there's George. That's good on the assist by MP.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Morant. Pass to Edey. Caldwell Pope outside. Now here's Morant for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morant's got 14.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
MP outside. And another one falls.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Morant passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The more time Jackson spins at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
And that one's good. MP.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Wells. Now Edey. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Wells passes to Morant. From outside the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And he makes that one. Jackson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, there's the length and instinct of Jackson Jr. coming into play right on top of that miss.
MP dishes to George. George with a screen on Jackson. Chalk up 2 there. Knight's got 10 points here in the second half.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many. The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the shot goes in.
You can tell how comfortable Drummond is down there. Excels at using that size in close to the basket.
Wells the bounce pass. Jackson. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Pulls up. And again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Edie against Drummond. Here's Jackson. It's good. 31 points for Jaren Jackson.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Here's Jackson, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Jackson's got 33 points. Drummond sets the screen for Knight. Down low, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
And they double up Morant. Edie finds Morant. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by MP. Knight's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Knight against Jackson. Lob pass to George. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I see you still getting up, PG. Now, don't sleep on his hops.
Caldwell Pope outside. To the middle. MP against Jackson. Overnight, Jackson misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Caldwell Pope outside. Morant sets a screen for Caldwell Pope. That three off the mark. Philadelphia's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. MP kicks to George. From outside, off the mark. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Richard the dynamic Ja Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than Ja Morant, and I'm coming up short. Ja doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
Pass to George. Kicks it out to MP. And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Down low. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge. And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
MP's shot is good. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And that one's good, Morant.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
George with the screen on Jackson. Lob pass to George. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And George shows off his versatility there. He can play either role in the two-man game.
Wells passes to Morant. Pass to Jackson. The three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in this game.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by Drummond. Maxey in the corner. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Maxey's got his third basket of the night.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Outside Jackson. Out to Morant. The three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Right with it. He's picked up by Morant. George, no good.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Pass to Edey. Here's Morant. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Maxey. Now Grimes. Back to MP. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Morant outside. Out to the right wing. Wells passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Timeout called by Memphis. When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
MP, no good. Memphis has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. The front court is Wells and Jackson. Morant and Caldwell Pope are their guards. And it's Edey in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Offensive rebound. And no good that time. And for Memphis, their shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. And the layup falls. Jackson's got 46 points.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really...
Yet another bucket.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And they pick up 2.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Pass to Wells. To the inside. Here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 48.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Knight. Edey with the steal. Back to MP. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show. Tries again. Morant drives in. And the layup is good. Morant's got 11 points here in just the second half. Here's Knight. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wells. Off target from three-point range. And so MP will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76. Another bucket. Wow.
And that score moving him clear into 3rd all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, GA, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Jackson in the corner. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance,
and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year. And good, there's another.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Outside Jackson lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And yet another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Wells. And just miss after miss right now. Shoots. And good. He hits it again.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
I don't think it's an exaggeration to say we just witnessed the greatest individual performance in NBA history, with MP racking up 90 points. Talk about it, MP.
Oh, okay. I could go on and tell you about, what I did tonight, but for real, I gotta shout out my teammates. Hey, they did an amazing job keeping me open all night long. And I know I scored an absurd amount of points tonight, but everybody's looking at me when really y'all should be looking at them. I couldn't have done any of this without those guys. I love you guys, man.
We appreciate you, MP.
Hey, I appreciate you all. Shout out to my teammates again.
Kevin, over to you.
All right, Dominic, thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.